I begin by acknowledging the first Australians on whose land we meet and whose cultures we celebrate as the oldest continuing cultures in human history. I'm required by the Minister to read the following at this important ceremony. Soon you will make the pledge of commitment to Australia, our people, and the principles which define our society, by making the pledge to accept the privileges and responsibilities of Australian citizenship. Today marks the end of your migrant journey and the start of your new life as an Australian. Australia welcomes you and encourages you to contribute to your new country and to help build our great nation. You belong to one of the world's most diverse nations, and our Australian citizenship is a bond which unites us all. On behalf of the Government of Australia, I formally welcome you and wish you the very best as you share in our nation, Australia's future. This is one of the important days of your lives. It's a big decision. I have met many people around the world, having served as Prime Minister and as Foreign Minister, and here in this community of ours in Brisbane. And what I've discovered is how big a decision it is to say goodbye to a country that you have left, and then to embrace the country to which you have moved. If I understand something about the tuggings of the heart in many of you, this will have been a very large decision. We who have been in this place a little longer welcome the fact that you have made that decision. By becoming members of the Australian family, you are embracing this family in all of its richness, in all of its diversity, and all of its challenges. There are 2 or 3 characteristics I'd like to leave you with today. The first is this. When I said before, we stand here in this place today honouring the first Australians who represent the oldest continuing cultures in human history, it's important for us all to pinch ourselves. When I say the words oldest continuing cultures in human history, that's not just here, it's not just in some parts of the world, it is the entire world. And we are truly blessed to share this continent with our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander brothers and sisters. They bring to us forms of art and dance and ceremony and song which predate the most ancient findings of the same in all the old cultures and civilizations of Europe and elsewhere. So just pinch yourselves. We're sharing this continent with them, our Aboriginal brothers and sisters. And they have a wisdom to impart to us all. The second is this: we are an enormous diversity. Someone once said, in things essential unity, in things non-essential diversity, and in all things love. It is worth reflecting on. And somehow, over the 200 years or so of European settlement in this country, we managed to get this about right. We don't believe in forcing a particular set of political beliefs or religious beliefs or ideologies down anyone's throat. All we ask is that you accept the diversity of our system of government, the diversity of our society, and the respect for its laws. But this diversity is something of itself to celebrate, rich in its diversity. Because when I think of its diversity, and I ask myself this question, where would Australia be in 2012 if we were about to enter our 212th year of English food? Think about it. But that is a trivial example of a much broader principle. You bring to us the shared experiences of the entire human family. We have 190 ethnicities represented in this country, and we are the richer for it. When you travel the world and you speak at the United Nations and people see in your delegation of officials people who are Chinese Australians, people who are Indian Australians, people who are Greek Australians, having recently sent our first Greek-speaking, Greek-born ambassador back to Greece as our ambassador. This is a good thing, and it's a powerful message to the world itself that this nation of ours, Australia, this proud democracy, cherishes its diversity. Which brings me to my last point. Acknowledging our first Australians and celebrating the fact that we enjoy such antiquity with them, celebrating our diversity as members of this wonderful Australian family. But we also welcome your creativity. You bring to these shores experiences and knowledge way beyond that which we have had here. The fact that you contribute to our businesses, you contribute to our community organisations, you are now represented in our parliaments and our assemblies. This is to the national good. Any country which closes its doors to those who come from abroad is a country which slowly withers and dies on the vine. We are not like that in Australia. And evidence of the same is the fact that we have more than 1,000 of you here today becoming members of this Australian family, challenging those of us who have been here for generations with new ideas, new ways in which to approach old problems. And it is that challenge, that creativity, that enterprise that you bring to us from ancient cultures and civilizations which you represent, bringing a wisdom to solve some of the old problems we have here, that we indeed welcome. I said at the beginning, today is an important decision, and for some of you, a hard decision. We welcome the fact that you've made this decision to share this vast continent of ours, which we call Australia. More importantly, become members of this fantastic family of ours we call the family of Australians. Congratulations.